want to bring this case study to your attention for several reasons. It's a good example of how the protocol is conducted with a very, very serious case of psychosis. It's interesting from a research point of view, where we can draw comparisons between the method used here and the method that perhaps an exorcist would use. And without going into too much detailed explanation, I'm going to read to you what the client sent me. The client is the mother of the patient. The patient is a woman of 31 years old in North America, and this is what her mother writes. Medical diagnosis: schizoaffective disorder, psychosis. And she goes on to say, possession states have been plaguing my daughter for 25 years, very often in a very subtle way. In 2013, her behaviours began to feel unfamiliar, and she said startling things. In early 2014, she entered a catatonic state and was hospitalised for over a month. The year following that, she was distant and quiet, then entered a rage that became dangerous for us all and resulted in her being hospitalised again for 2 weeks. Years between then and now have felt like a struggle to reach optimum function. She's not moved out of the family home to become independent. She's 31 years old, remember. In August of 2017, we travelled to Brazil to see John of God, and that did help. However, some months later, she confided in me that she was feeling resistance even there. 6 months ago, she became manic and wasn't speaking at all, walking frantically outdoors day and night. Then went through periods of strange behaviour, trance-like, childish, then in a rage. She became irritable if I mentioned God, saying that there is more than one God. She again became destructive and physically violent, tearing our house apart. 4 weeks ago, we admitted her again on the advice of an exorcist that we hired, who said that my daughter had given up and this would hopefully prompt her to be more responsible for herself. We'll come back to that, perhaps. I was told there were ancestral spirits with her, more than one at a time. 3 months ago, the contract with this exorcist ended, and though I inquired about continuing, I was told to allow my daughter some space, encourage her to be strong, trust the doctors, and work on raising her own vibration. I may have misinterpreted that. She may be talking about raising her own, the mother's vibration. I was told that my negative emotions brought this on. Prior to these difficulties, I felt good about life and trusted in a loving God. Now I am just exhausted and wonder how to help my daughter become healthy and strong. The medications the hospital psychiatrist has her on are Ativan, Benadryl and Prozac. And on and off she's on neuroleptics. So it's difficult for me to feel her true energy, but I get a sense of a male energy with her. She's very cynical. She's nothing like her playful, funny self that she used to be, and I'm so worried about my beloved, intelligent, beautiful daughter. Lots of components there to be analysed and discussed. The suggestion that she, the mother, is responsible for her daughter's ill health is perhaps ill-advised. She's on a lot of different medications that are probably interacting with each other. So the mother has contacted us, understandably in desperation. So now we carried out an initial procedure for her that took about 12 minutes. And then a short time after, I felt that we may have missed a few factors, so we went back in and had another look with a different medium and a different guide. So in this case study there are 2 recordings, each one is about 12 minutes long. And after the second recording, and after a short while, this is the feedback that I got from the mother after our intervention. Thank you very much for the spirit release therapy for my daughter. This is the happiest, most clear thinking I have seen her in decades. She takes responsibility for herself now. She's more organised and productive during the day, and I see an increase in self-confidence. I'm very grateful for all your help. She's in therapy, and we hope this will support her growing self-care and positive self-awareness. There are 1 or 2 other comments that remain confidential, but this case is representative of a severe case that is difficult for psychiatrists and exorcists to deal with, but we found a solution in dealing with it, and there's the report back, the feedback from the family. So enjoy watching it, and feedback and comments are going to be most welcome. Thank you.